Hi. There it is. Right, back in a minute.
So, are we live with our voices as well
Yeah.
as things?
Thank you.
Yes,
just
we are.
check.
I just checked.
Yep, yes we are. Hi everybody.
Hello.
I'd like to talk about everything embarrassing so that we hopefully don't all die.
Yeah, at this point I should listen to my conscience, but unfortunately I don't speak Spanish, so...
Oh no, you guys go ahead, take the intro away. I'll bring it onto the channel, and you guys just go ahead and. That's why I open my carcasses.
Open your carcasses, did you say?
Yep.
Oh
Partials.
god, you've not been you've
Well,
not
I
been
mean, we
ordering
can
some
see
garlic
in your
content,
box.
have you?
The box is here, it hasn't been opened yet.
You're opening your bag.
Well, you said it wasn't necessarily safe for, or you didn't want to disclose information. So potentially move your camera up so the stream does not see
You
what
can't
you're
see it.
bought.
But it's going up there.
Yeah.
Kinda can.
Yeah.
Kind of
If
just.
we
sort of-
freeze frames, we could have saw.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. If you want to be safe, move it slightly up.
This is a prime.
Be safe with protection.
No, leave them.
I was going to say it's time for the standard streamer VPN
Protection?
advert.
Oh, for God's sake.
Or that.
You can't use it as balloons, you know.
Balloon
Use
party.
that.
And that says immediately demonetized.
What, for
That's just
condoms?
Well,
Promoting
we just
safe
showed
sex?
some yellow packets.
Hell, he's only promoting a balloon party.
This stream is not PG-18.
Well, no, this is actually safe for stream, but Lona can't see it because it has something to do with her.
Okay, then.
Is it the fact that it is her birthday in 2 days?
It's
Your
no,
birthday
it's
as
in
well?
fact it's both your
Birthday
birthdays in 2
twinsies.
days.
Yep.
The
So-
choice of sharing a birthday with someone.
As you guys might recall,
Oh, no.
during our first year streaming, we might recall that these two had shared a birthday together, and it was the day after the stream on one occasion. Both annoyed because they couldn't get drunk, but they realised they were both working, so I saved them from a disciplinary hearing. And well, I can't do that this time because it's out with my scope to protect them. But hi everybody, welcome back to Minor Illusion, a bunch of us gamers who sit down and open packages on stream like it is Christmas. There's a couple of announcements tonight we're going to go through. First of all, we're going to have to kill off one of the characters, Farron, because he's giving me lip reading and attitude today. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if it's for me or somebody else. Blah, 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 blah. What was that? Let's have first.
So.
It's for me, I should make you aware that I've got my eyes closed for the majority of the past 5 minutes.
I will summon a screaming Starspawn screamer. Wake you up if I
I'll
have.
just silence it.
You have the silence spell?
I do.
He's planning for
it's called
this.
the Sword
He's
of the
planning
Face.
for this. Couple of announcements. As always, go down to below, just down in there, myillusion.co.uk for all of our content. Our Discord community, join it. We got people who talk every day on it. I bet in one channel where we quietly sit and roast each other all day. We also got
You
our...
mean the one that if someone joins, they can't see?
Oh, they have to become a cast member. I mean, this room, isn't there? I mean, there's a spot right below me that can someone can go to.
Maybe.
Give Justin a bit of work to do.
And that's a no from Justin for bringing on another cast member.
I never said no. I just said fuck. Because it gives me something to do.
More guests.
Is that a
You
request?
can keep that to yourself, sir.
Oh, Did you guys see the images I popped in? Where's my Discord?
To do with the Galanasari and something else.
Briefly?
Yep. Right, I just moved all of our labels. I'm going to put them back and make sure they're now locked.
Oh yeah, so you did.
Yeah, the Galanasari and Ocean Bell.
I was wondering what AI art generator you used for that.
That was the Skybox one.
Because I do remember there was a thing with
I'll make one.
a recent D&D source book that had some AI generated art in it, where there was a official statement saying that future ones will not, and whatnot, which is always interesting news when it comes to anything computer related.
So, check out our Geeky browser extension in the link at manillusion.co.uk. We've also got our Discord community, as I said. We've also got a merch store. We've also got a Twitch, YouTube, Facebook channels, and obviously, Lost Feed over here. Wait, Lost Feed over here is going to go ahead and talk to us about their little corner of the world.
Hello.
That was
I
interesting.
am on. Oh, I know, it's always fascinating hearing from the chronically ill, isn't it? Makes you appreciate the fact that you are perfectly healthy, doesn't it, Doom? Yeah, newest developments on the MS Society website. There's actually a lot of new stuff up there just now. A couple of things I've actually missed. There's a new article on the website about a potential theory that antihistamines may help repair myelin in MS. A little science lesson for y'all. If you remember from like high school biology, you learn that the brain is connected to everything else in your body through the central nervous system that acts like a group of wires, like at the back of your television and PC. Myelin is effectively the plastic coating around all those wires to keep it nice and healthy and avoid you short circuiting. Then MS, the immune system that's meant to keep you healthy, actually attacks that myelin, stripping away that nice plastic coating, and meaning that people like myself effectively short circuit. As I've probably said this before on stream, but I've got a favourite joke from Billy Conley to describe MS. I'm essentially fucked, and they've not invented a defucculator yet to fix it. However, this research study suggests that an antihistamine may help in repairing the myelin, so it's quite an interesting wee read actually. There's also news as well about public consultation that the government plans to roll out before doing a mass close of ticket rail offices across the UK. Now, many of you that are perfectly able to use mobile phones and navigate around yourselves with like you're buying tickets through there may think, well, what's the big deal? Like, so what if a couple of rail offices close? In actuality, it means that people that have a harder time mobility wise will be limited in their access to using a public service like this, namely people that are visually impaired, which can happen with MS. But the main thing that I'm going to miss out on if they do go through with this is very, very cheap rail fare. Because with my little card to get on the peasant wagon for free, it also gets me on the train for insanely cheap. And I can't get that same deal through the bloody mobile app because despite a lot of feedback, I'm still paying like a considerable amount. And I know you two are laughing. I'm not sure whether or not you're laughing at the fact that I called the
Nope.
I feel like
peasant
it's
wagon
No,
or not.
shh.
You'll see.
Of course, I'm joking. I love getting the bus. I love like people watching and going through the modern safari that is the city centre. But yes, go to mssociety.org.uk to find out more about these two particular articles, as well as take a look at the fundraising options. I myself, if I'm able-bodied enough when the time comes, will be taking part in the MS walk in my local area in September, and hopefully I'll see plenty of you guys joining in as well. Back to you, Lima.
Well, I think that concludes.
Oh, that's what you're laughing at, you.
You're a goblin again.
You know what? I'll accept that. Actually, can we make an agreement if I'm not well enough to be on camera? Can you just put my goblin image up instead? Can we make that agreement?
Well, we need to get a
Just
modernized
You're
version.
going goblin mode.
We need to get a modernized version of it. So Justin, step up.
Play with software like I do, and do this, and suddenly look, there's my D&D character instead of me.
Yeah, perhaps. Actually, if I can put in a request to our resident artist, can I get a goblin with maybe the cartoon ice pack on the head and the big thermometer sticking out of the mouth, just for when I'm not well or having a flare up.
You actually do it for every character.
I mean, especially for me. I mean, it's my birthday on Wednesday, and I don't ask for much.
It'll be a part of
It's
our.
Is this when I put a
And
cast
I'm
on Mantra's arm?
It'll be part of our get well soon range. Merch stuff.
I'll see what I can do. Can't say that it's going to be before your birthdays.
I'm kidding. Oh, but you're so sweet, though.
Oh.
Oh, my leg.
Also include broken leg as well. She just broke it.
No, I've not broken my leg. I basically had my feet up on top of Beast there, just lying
She's
back.
been eaten
to
by a
try and
beast.
Get,
Let's get started
to
before
try
she.
and get a bit of elevation, and I've just put back down with the blood rushing back to it.
Well, let's get started.
It's only me it's allowed a broken bone just now. Someone else has to be next after this is fixed. But, you know.
Doom, what should we do? What should we do?
Well, I have different options.
Oh dear. I was about to expect you to say let's play some D&D because you're the most eager one to play, but now you've intrigued me. Go on.
Well,
Or are these different options?
Are they safe for Twitch? That is the question.
no.
Okay,
Well,
let's jump into tonight's session in Dungeons & Dragons with the Mario Illusion team.
Oh,
And we'll check out see what Doom has.
Welcome back. Now I'm just stealing your words.
Recap, Justin. You can tell us what happened in the last session.
That would involve me remembering.
Oh, I remember we were promised a level up, and we found a whole load of gold.
She said it, I didn't. I am not responsible
I'm just
for that.
laughing. I'm just laughing at what Doom is saying.
Alvor, take 15
And
points of
gunfire.
radiance damage.
Yeah, right.
So, last week, Mario Illusion Eclipse ate food. finished up said food after dispatching a whole group of individuals who decided to attack him in the bar, and then another individual that decided to chase Farron for his hat. Everybody had interactions with the locals and talking about some of the hunts that's going to be coming on. Cyborg has also came to the party as they returned back to their own lodging for the night, and everybody spent the night sleeping and woke up rested. Everybody came out one by one. Toto has not been seen all morning, and I don't remember what else we did at the end of the last session. I'm going to open my Discord. It says clearly something's going to be sent to me now because of the weird looks I'm getting.
I just remembered that thing with Toto, yeah.
Now you remember what else I was talking about. So, I honestly completely forgot what else we did last week.
We found the nice items.
We
Yes.
worked out what the items were. I started reading my books. Mantra, I know she looked at her item. I don't know if she ended up taking one of the books off me to read as well. I know
It turned out we were in different rooms, if I remember right.
Cool. And Farm was reading all night. And that's
Okay.
all I
And
remember.
it wasn't raining anymore.
Yeah,
Sun was
for
shining.
once it was sunny.
Was it sunny? It was just dry.
Sunny.
Was it not raining? No, there was no precipitation.
Sunny.
For us Scottish, not being wet is sunny.
Yep, it's close enough.
You know, it's funny.
Well,
I would like all of you to make a nature check.
nature check.
Oh yes.
That's something special. Nature.
Cool. One of the few
15.
things.
18.
One of the few things I have a +0 to.
5.
God damn it, it's cocked. It was close to being an 18.
I have 18.
Dirty 20.
13.
Okay, everybody's aware. Brown, this does take you a little bit of a surprise, but only because of your slightly fucked chronomic awareness. The days are a lot shorter, and I mean a very vast amount shorter. As you can see, only half the sun has been peeking over the last couple of mornings, as Volara has eclipsed most of Ostro's view on the sun, and it does become much colder as we are slowly entering into the winter.
Yeah, I won with a 13, and the rest of you get nothing. Even though I rolled the lowest out of all these.
Means that the sunlight has now been reduced from your usual 14 to 10 hours, about 16 to 13 hours, down to about 7 hours.
7 hours of sun is good.
So most of them.
So, just to think, I'm pretty sure everyone else in the party is from like neutral climates, whereas Mantra's the one that's from a desert. Being a tabaxi.
I'm looking at Mantra.
Even the desert has suffered the exact same issues during the winter.
I know.
The whole planet, as you're all aware, becomes fully eclipsed for 3 months during the winter periods.
3 months of darkness.
3 months of needed dark vision.
Yay! Man's unfucked.
That
I'll just gaslight on
sounds like a game introduction, doesn't it? 3 months of darkness.
3 months of darkness.
I'll just do my lightsaber.
Back.
Zoom.
I didn't hear you either.
I have light. I am the light.
I should
Okay.
really check your calendar to see where you guys are actually at.
Nee, just making it. Nee, dat is 9.
Oh wow! On board the screaming mermaid departs for Mercador. 14th Kelly the 14th day of Flame Rule. That was all the way back in the summer. We passed Harvesttide and the return for Gienna. First leg of the journey. Yeah. It is the last day of Marpenoth Leaffall.
I ain't even going to try and pronounce that.
Marpenoth. Next day is going to be the first day of Uktar, the Rotting. Which means you guys have 30 days until the Feast of the Moon. And after that, they're drawing down the Night Hall month of, for lack of a better term, December. So just now we're about to go into November. November's coming up, and then it will be the version of December.
No, we've just started August.
I'm ignoring you.
I noticed.
I was trying to gather if you were meaning in game or IRL there. When you were saying we just started August, and I'm like,
No, IRL.
yeah.
Sorry, we're a week into August.
IRL.
It's the best month of the year.
Yes.
Right, Justin says you'd be a smart ass. Roll us D20, so you can be blamed if anything bad happens.
Nope, refuse.
I'll get to just choose it then. That's a mighty big dragon in that option.
Oh, fuck, why did I roll high? 19. I don't like his face.
What's funny, this result
What the
used to
hell
be
was that?
the Dark Messenger appearing.
Fuck off.
Now
We
it's
killed
something
that.
If you're under threat, this would be called the Dangerous Encounters.
Danger. Then.
We're not under threat.
But
Right.
I would like Justin to roll another D20.
Why me?
We're getting attacked by fairies.
Because I think you annoyed them.
I'm guessing so. 11. And it was 2 different dice I've rolled there, so if it's still shit, I apologize. I don't like that it's taken a while to say anything.
Just because he's making it up.
Solar dragon.
No, I'm not. I'm just reading it.
Yeah.
As you look outside, the precipitation decreases, and
Ice storm.
Sorry
So,
if you
no
can
rain.
hear the dog.
nothing to be sorry about. There's a lovely dog doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
Exactly, as long as you pay the fur tax, it'll be fine.
Where's that dog?
The wee yappy sod.
Maybe he hates dogs.
I need to turn off my noise cancelling.
She's stopped now. It's just a couple of barks.
It is.
And the comment saying dog, so now you have to show. Twitch chat says show.
In the
So-
other room.
So it briefly becomes quite comfortable, temperature-wise. Then it's suddenly about another hour into your morning routines and having breakfast, etc. A shadow looms across the windows, and the slight light coming from the Valaris star has suddenly disappeared.
Wagon.
And it becomes pretty cold.
Okay, who turned off the sun? Who did it?
You actually do hear that same question, but a bit more in a panic outside.
Well, I'm just visiting here, not my problem. And I continue eating.
Oh. It looks out, one of the bartenders runs out to the one, looks out and goes, oh. What is this? The stars, the sun's gone. We can see the stars in the sky.
See if I've rolled and fucking made the sun explode.
Yes, Justin, you blew up the star.
Yes! Do I get
So-
XP for that?
Solar dragon heading in.
Anybody interested in investigating?
It's just an apocalypse. Nothing new. Or eclipse or whatever.
Apocalypse? What do you mean?
The world is done for, that's all.
Ah! He runs off into the bar and hides behind the bar.
Van
And I'm-
Zandt.
Now
You
yell,
hear,
Doesn't this happen every year?
you really think hiding
Hopefully
behind
this
the bar
time-
helps?
Mantra, nature check.
Natural 1, so 7.
This is far too early for a Valaran eclipse.
So, bartender, you really think hiding behind the bar will help?
Come round here and find out.
Can I roll like a history check to see if I've known anything like this to happen in the past?
Go on.
I'll just double check that magical item, see if its history is affected by that as well. Nah. And I'll use knowledge from the past since I'm trying to find information from the past. Okay, so 16, 21, history 21, 26.
Okay. No. This has never happened before. As far as you can recollect.
Okay.
So, Farron, are we screwed or not?
I don't remember this ever happening before.
Well, you don't remember a lot.
I remember bits and pieces when I need to.
Ah, your selective memory.
Seems like it.
Interesting. So we really are going to die. Did you hear that, bartender?
I mean, possibly.
To be fair, we're all going to die at some point.
But there's not much difference we can make when it comes to the sky, so we'll see what happens.
So, bartender, if you want to go nuts, now is the time. Tomorrow you'll be dead.
Don't listen to the paladin.
Huh.
He can overreact sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little. Maybe the day after tomorrow.
But you guys are heroes, you can fix it, right? I defer to your amazing skills. Hides.
What
I'm
do
just
you-
going to kind of look over and go, yeah, because we're really going to be able to fix the sun.
It's probably a
What?
dragon or something.
What are you paying us? Well,
I'm sorry, but when you say it's probably a dragon, do you mean they're flying overhead? Because honestly, you're just going to need to give it time.
yeah,
I
and
doubt that it's like, I doubt that it's just like your sun in itself in front of the dang thing.
a dragon can't block out the sun to make it night sky and stars. I think.
Can I go
Farron?
out? I'm going to go outside and have a proper look at it, see if I can see anything.
Sure.
What do you want me to roll? Perception?
So as you head back out, yeah, make a perception check with disadvantage. Because it is pitch black. Aside from the old torches.
I've got dark vision.
Yes, but you don't have dark vision across an entire celestial plane, do you?
No,
That's
but I've
weak,
got it.
Farron. That's
I've
weak.
got it for up to 120 feet.
It's the sky we're talking about.
Yeah, that's weak, Farron. Sorry.
Okay, disadvantage with perception. Okay, come on. Okay, so it's not going to be 20, it is going to be 23.
Okay. It's not going to be 20, it's going to be 23.
Yeah, because the lowest normally I could roll
Okay.
if I rolled a 10 or lower, but it's
Okay.
23.
You look up, and you can see the silhouette of Lara cutting through where the sun would be, but you don't see the sun there, but you faintly see with your perception a slight glow around a circular shape next to Valara. Make
So
a
just look-
nature check.
Fuck.
Moon eclipse.
See if I describe that to any of the other people, can they help me and give me advantage?
And this is your thoughts, and this is what you're immediately thinking of at this moment.
Okay. So keep in mind I do have a +0. 14 is pretty good for me.
Ostro is not Valara's only moons.
What? Do we know what other moons there is?
There are two smaller moons called Pios and Dios. You have a feeling that one of these might be eclipsing the star.
I'm just going to say,
You don't know.
I'm just going to say it's fine. It's just an eclipse.
A what?
Why does an eclipse?
Valara's not clipped it yet. What? Where's the sun?
It's not Valara. It's another moon.
Oh, do you mean Pios or
There's-
Dios?
I don't know which. I just know there's two other moons, and it looks like an eclipse. So it's an eclipse.
This
Don't-
we've never happened this
forget my-
before. What does it mean though? What does it mean if when
That-
Pios and Dios blocks the sun? Is it gone forever? If they spoil
Yes,
it?
it's a token of ill omen.
Van Zandt, shut up.
He's
It's
gonna
a
incite
token
you.
of Good luck.
Banzan, make a deception check.
Oh yeah, deception.
I cocked
Oh,
that.
only have +6.
It's green because it's a time where all the cowards get the courage.
14.
He runs off and he screams at the top of his lungs, "We're all gonna die!"
Try and persuade him that the battle.
He's already running.
Talking
He's
bullshit.
already running. You
I'm
can-
just gonna yell to him, saying, "The paladin's talking shit. Just calm the fuck down."
You
Let-
just say,
let-
So you're going
"Ah!"
to shout loudly to tell someone to calm down?
Yeah. I never said I was
I
smart.
can see how that goes well every
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your question again?
Nobody.
So can I roll a persuasion?
So, does
Go on,
Farron
but
have
with
any emotional
disadvantage,
intelligence?
he is screaming, running, stirring panic.
What? What?
I'm saying, does Farron have any emotional intelligence?
I've got +0 to it, so
Well, the good thing is, the bar is open and free now.
you said persuasion at disadvantage, yeah?
Persuasion with disadvantage because you're competing against a successful deception.
Cool. So they are both low rolls. The lowest one being a 6 + 5, but because of my
He's flexing.
nifty ring, it's a 15.
15. You now hear other people starting to repeat the same thing. And is now in
Yes,
panic and stood.
Yes.
You know what? Just let it happen. Let it go. They'll
I'm
soon.
You do realise panicking is going to solve no problems.
Yeah, but
I can't think of a single problem. Yeah,
I don't remember
I
the
can't
last
think of a single
time.
problem that's solved by panic.
I don't remember the last time that we had this kind of problem before. I haven't ever seen Dios do that to the start before.
And who's talking to us?
Cyborg. He's been with you this morning.
Oh, well,
Good morning.
Your guide. You've already said good morning. He was sitting at the table with you.
I forgot.
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't. Farron doesn't really notice him, so he's just like, "Oh, hi." Didn't notice you.
Hi. What else can you tell us?
What else can I tell them?
Is Dios going to are one of the ones going to follow us?
Probably, yes.
I doubt it.
So you're thinking the sky's falling?
Persuasion, deception, go.
Me persuasion?
Which one's which? You just pointed.
You know exactly what.
I persuasion, okay.
No, you're deception.
I
And I'm
want
persuasion.
to roll persuasion.
Technically,
Oh,
you
shit.
could persuade because it could be something that Van Zandt genuinely believes. But the way you're saying it is
Yeah.
deception.
Mm-hmm.
14.
I beat you, Vadzad. Natural 20 for a 25.
Right, I'll be
I
back.
think I'm going to listen to Farron just now.
I'll be back in a moment. I'll need to calm down the village.
Yes, please do. And
Walks
tell
off.
them sorry for the paladin.
Sorry, not sorry. Can't have
He is
anything.
sometimes a
Maybe
bit of an imbecile.
Maybe not a
Sometimes.
wise idea to highlight who caused the mass hysteria to begin with.
Apparently he
Yeah,
was here.
please don't.
Apparently he was here with us, so
What are you going to do? Attack me?
No, it's just Alvaville has a good point. We don't want to draw the general hatred of everyone towards us. Although that normally does happen when we walk around the first person, but you know.
Or you can be smart
See.
and tell one of the other groups started it.
Boof, boof, boof. You hear his voice behind you, very deep. Are you causing panic?
Who's
No.
asking?
trying to stop it, actually.
No, sir.
I'm not talking to you, elf. I'm talking to this human.
It's talking to me. Yes, what seems to be the problem?
Are you still talking away from him?
Yes? Is
Are you
he
going
standing
to
in
turn
my
around
back?
and face?
Why should I? I'm going to just go like this. Hello.
You look up and you actually see a 9-foot bellywog looking down at you. With probably one of the most biggest great axes you've ever seen.
Big great axe, small PP.
If you want to see my peak, I'll happily slap you with it.
Probably hurts. Probably break my finger or something. So, what seems to be the problem?
Don't
Just told me.
cause still panic in this town.
Or,
You're in the tournament, aren't you?
yes.
Shame.
Hmm.
You look easy enough to eat. Just
You
brushes
can
past
try.
you and walks away.
Many
Sorry, I'm
have
just
tried.
saying that
Many
you
have
yogurt
failed.
for Jack.
Don't you have to go sit in a pond or something?
He walks
Well
up
done.
to Mika and the other one and joins them, clearly being their party's 4th member.
A frog. Just give him some flies and he's distracted. Problem solved.
Gollywog is not a frog, by the way. It's a giant goblin. Bigger than a hobgoblin.
Still, flies.
You're a bad, bad person.
Somebody has to be.
Normally, Billywogs are frogs. frog people. They're usually quite big and tall.
Oh, not a bullywog. Fuck me.
Bear.
I was confused on what you were even talking about, that, and I put it in the group chat. What's I realized I've spelt it wrong now. Now it says bellywog.
Bugbear. Fuck.
Okay.
A bugbear. Okay.
Yes, a bugbear.
Yeah, you said bellywog.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I always confuse them for the names of them for some reason.
How? They're completely
How?
different.
It's the name, bugbear, bullywog. It just catches me out. It's got the same
Oh.
vowels, okay, but reversed.
A boogie weld. Bear.
I'm not saying shit.
Neither.
Yes, you are.
I did not.
Not
'Cause
allowed.
I'm already on the shit list.
You've vented the shit list.
I'm not on it.
You have your own exclusive shit list. You little shit.
So, tournament.
It's tomorrow, if I'm correctly correct.
No, today.
Tomorrow.
For today.
Tomorrow. So we have another day of doing stuff.
That or we
Well,
can
is
go
there
back
anything
to-
that we should be getting done the day before the tournament?
Rest?
There's a little bit of networking that is probably worthwhile. I want to follow the bugbear.
He stopped next
Who was he
to Talia, Mika, and Russell. Just outside the tavern. And then the four of them walk off in the opposite direction.
Oh, they're already leaving us.
Because that would have been a worthwhile group to share some knowledge with.
Weren't they sharing knowledge with you at the restaurant?
Briefly, yeah. In a non-aggressive sense, it was actually beneficial.
Oh, those people.
We'd be tempted
Yeah.
to find the other group that Van Zandt fucked it up with.
Oh, that group.
I wouldn't go near them, Mantra, right now. I can almost guarantee we're already going to get fucking hassle from them as it is. And I'm then going to say in our head, simply because they already said that they've got a mark on us. There's a bounty out for us. And then I'll just continue saying out loud. So it wouldn't be advantageous to keep trying to provoke them.
I reach into my pocket and grab the little coin that is stitched to the inside lining and cast message saying back to Farron. Yes, but the difference is they slightly pissed me off and I would quite like to steal their notes while fucking them over a little bit and benefiting us. And then outside of message, some constructive discussion with them might be beneficial.
I still think we shouldn't.
Farron, did you learn anything from those interesting books you had?
Oh, there's all weird and wonderful creatures. And I rhyme off any that the DM decides to tell me about.
Yes.
Because he never told me anything on the information that I found in the books.
But it wasn't so much for you to really get a list of what creatures exist, where it's more like to help improve your DC when trying to determine things.
I know.
But
then,
Yeah.
logically, if I was reading it, I would be knowing information that was in the book. So that's why I was saying, because
I
the
mean-
DM never told me shit.
but
If I was to treat this like my previous job before I went around protecting Silvio, I would probably take this time to study. Learn remarks.
And I hold up my
Yes.
multiple books.
I might join you.
Can I go for a walk then?
Only if you swear on your oath as a paladin not to cause issues.
Define issues.
You causing chaos, like you just did. You causing any murders or killing anyone. Do not cause any fights.
Actually, Banzans,
Yes.
I have an idea for something for you to do today.
Oh, really?
We've not seen Toto yet. Alpha, you seen Toto?
Do I care about Toto? No.
You sometimes do.
She might be
Sometimes,
putting
Try
Jack
and
to
make
bed.
the wolf like you.
but the caring is over. So he's on my naughty list now.
Even if he's on your naughty list, surely it makes sense to have all assets of our group being accounted for.
Especially when he's your archdruid.
Yeah, says the almighty divine voice in the sky.
Hard.
That was your head.
Ah, still the almighty voice in my head.
I need to find oh,
Where is
Can't
that
just
little archdruid? I haven't seen him all morning.
I don't know.
probably chasing meat.
I just actively say that out loud because they've realized I've got a fucking voice in my head. I'm not needing to fucking try and hide it from them.
Alviver, any idea where your pet dog is?
You might be muted.
She's
Toto is not a dog.
currently putting Jack to bed.
Okay.
Toto is a wolf.
Okay then.
It's a direwolf.
There's a slight difference.
It's a dire
Tomato,
dog, though.
tomato.
If you're all interested in looking around for Toto, make a perception check. For those without dark vision, make a disadvantage.
I'm not looking around. I'll just wave meat in the air. Come here, boy.
Sure, I'll take a look.
26.
20.
Nothing. You don't see any sign of him, not even tracks. Van said, make a perception check. Sorry, what was your passive perception actually?
10.
10. Okay.
Still need to roll? Perception. 8. Even better.
Yes. 8 is better than 10.
Mancher, with that perception, you do notice that Silvio's nowhere to be found.
I try and check in with Silvio if she's in range for the familiar spell.
Nothing happens.
Just checking. So, like, I'll try to look through Silvio's eyes.
What's the range on that?
That's what I'm checking, but it's often. So give me a minute.
I think 100.
Oh.
Yeah, 100 foot if I remember correctly.
Yes. 100.
Lono back.
You're muted. Hello.
You're not speaking.
Farron, should I use the Divine Strike on Alvivor?
Yeah, you don't see
No.
anything through Silvio's eyes as if they can't connect.
Well, Silvio's away somewhere. I'd be tempted to summon her back, but I'm slightly wondering where Toto and Silvio are.
Maybe it has something to do with the moon and the sun.
And as soon as you think about Silvio, you instead look up to see Malfoy floating around, who is also not there.
Yeah, my weapon got busted, so
That's right. Sorry, not Balfour. But Balfour, technically, as a pact of the chain, you're not actually. We'll leave it like that because that seems to be a good way to actually roleplay it. Then, your decision. But yeah, Doomy's not there either.
who stole my dog? I think it's. Have you seen Doomy? No, small flying dog.
No. You normally have them on you.
Yes. Indeed. Let's go find him. Come on, up.
DM, can I try and make some sort of roll to see if potentially the disappearance of all the critters could potentially be in some sort of relation to this eclipse?
Make an Arcana check.
A detective story by Hercule Poirot. The disappearance of the critters. Oui.
We. Hey, that's pretty good for me. 21.
From my understanding of sort of eclipses, especially of a lunar eclipse, there's been no strange interaction of pets going missing.
I don't necessarily more mean just pets. Like, for example, I know Silvio is familiar, which is essentially another realm creature. We've worked out that Dumi was essentially, I don't remember the name of the creature, but it's something that can be in multiple different dimensions at the same time. And I don't know about Toto, but those two is more what I'd be trying to work out in relation to. Because from what I've seen so far, normally unless Mantra orders Silvio to go further away and follow someone, she normally stays pretty close. Would I have any insight if it would potentially affect creatures that are from different planes?
Yeah, with the Arcana checks, it doesn't seem to be anything of unusuality that would cause that, and you have nowhere near enough information to really make any assumptions.
Maybe we should go check outside to see if any critters are around.
You are outside.
Outsider.
Can't get a comfy spot for it. Oops, sorry.
More outside.
Okay, make a perception check, Fansan.
But I can do that. Perception? Perception, where is it? Persuasion, you said, huh? Okay. We're not going to talk about the number I rolled. It's a net 1.
For a total of?
1.
Well, you got -1 to your wisdom, that's right. So that means 0 then?
No, 1. I rolled a 1.
Oh, you got... Oh, you've got... Wait. If you got -1 to wisdom, so...
Yes, perception is +0.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, remember it would only go to -1 if it goes to 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his wisdom was 8 or something. Or was this intelligence?
No, wisdom is 9. -1.
Oh, does it? Okay.
9 wisdom. Smart.
9. You don't see anything. It's too dark.
Cool.
Oh, I need to get my hand off my eyes.
Do we see Mika's group still close by, or have they completely sauntered off?
You can see them off in the distance, and they're looking around cautiously as they're walking around. They're actually starting to disperse a little bit and looking around, checking crevices and crannies and areas between buildings.
So, Laura's thinks her mic's fucked, basically. So
I think
she's
her
asked-
entire thing is fucked because her clock is ticking up to 142 and back to 128 on me end.
God knows. But she asked if any of the other teams are missing animal companions. So I'm gonna go over to Mika's group to see if and just ask. Once I get over to them, I'm just gonna ask. Sorry to disturb you, especially after the issue the Paladins caused. You don't have any animal companions or anything like that seem to have gone missing.
We do.
Familiar or otherwise?
Russell's bird has not returned from its scouting.
Okay,
Usually it perks itself on one of the lanterns, but
Probably eaten by a dragon. I am.
Okay, that makes at least 4 creatures then. Okay, because Direwolf, the Tabaxi's familiar, and
Flying dog.
a weird dog
Direwolf.
thing.
You mean the Archdruid?
Yes,
What about him?
yes. Somehow disappeared.
Well, that's a missing person. That's a bit more serious than a familiar.
It's not actually an archdruid. She
Do
was
we know?
just telling them. Yeah. So. Yeah. Do you know any more information about this than we do?
No, the clips is the first thing I've ever seen.
Okay. Do you know anywhere that might potentially have any books relation to this, or is it just a bookshop?
Okay, no idea. This is unusual. I imagine it's a Celestial event, but I don't know if it does anything. I don't know if this thing with our pets going missing is anything there. My other pets are still here. My 2 over there refers to Leviathan and the small flying creature as
Yeah,
well.
but don't you?
Are our mastiffs here?
No.
Okay. Did you create those, or are they summoned?
Yeah, I created them. They're both created by my abilities.
Okay. Thank you. Like I say, again, sorry. If you need anything to questions-wise, feel free to ask. And I just run back to the group.
And
They're missing a creature as well.
maybe we
Familiar.
should join them.
Hmm?
Maybe we should join them and make a search party. Good idea. Let's do that. Take out my lightsaber and I'm walking towards them.
Van Zandt, I doubt they'll want to join you in a search. I think they're already under the impression that you're a village idiot.
Hi! Sorry, I almost couldn't find you until you nearly blinded me with that.
All right.
Yeah, I managed
Yes.
to quell the panic, but there seems to be another panic. A
About
number of
missing animals?
animals. Yes.
Yeah.
Farron's fault.
Turns out there was an eyewitness to a raid last night.
What?
Raid.
Yes. Some
Okay.
eccentric druids have came in, charmed all the animals, picked up the ones that they couldn't charm, and took them away up north.
Hey, good security you have here.
It's a town inside a well-protected nation. Crime is almost negligent here, unlike in
Well-
Ilaria, where crime is every day.
Well protected. Our beasties.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is
Your cat has been
all
catnapped. Your
these...
druid has. Maybe your druid friend you can get in contact with your druid friend.
Well, I'm actually debating between, quickly dismissing and resummoning my familiar so it's beside me.
You can do
However,
it. Maybe
my
she can tell
familiar-
us where they all went.
Maybe. Or my familiar has some unique skills. Maybe my familiar's helping out the other animals. So that is one of the dice.
Here's one option. We could potentially go speak to Mika, because they said one of their familiars has been taken as well. We can ask them to bring back theirs. That way, yours is still there, and correlate the information between both groups, and try and spread the information a bit further than just us, our two groups.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Okay. Would you say Mika's within 60 foot of me?
Not quite.
I'll go to enough distance.
120?
Possibly. You can't tell.
I'll cast message. I'm going to cast message on the person I was talking to the night before. Not the one for Druid, not the one for Companion, but also, yeah. I'll say, hi, can you hear me? If you can you come back to our party? We've got a plan about missing familiars.
We're a bit missing familiars. Wait one.
What? Oh. He's coming over.
It's one of them. Russell actually comes in. It was probably about 120 feet away at that point. He says, missing familiars. Why are there other ones missing? Yes, there is quite a few missing, actually. There was a raid. Looks like some radical druids decided to kidnap every animal that they could get a hold of.
Why would druid do that?
So, are you able to dismiss and quickly resummon your familiar?
I suppose.
Just pop it out and back, and it should tell us where it is or where it was taken.
And he flicks his hand at you, and all of a sudden, flaps right behind your ear. He comes down, and he goes. He stares at it for a moment.
You might ask why I didn't just do that with my familiar, but some weird stuff that my familiar can do, so I'm not sure if it's of use just now, helping others.
Well, up to this one, he was in a cage, in a cave.
Cage in a cave.
There was
there many others there?
3 humanoids, a lot of animals. And it seems there's a dire wolf and several bears, etc., all protecting them and enforcing it. Looks like they could be under sort of influence of control.
Okay.
Excuse me one moment.
Pulls
out a copper wire. Okay, my friends are on the way back.
Okay, what I would potentially suggest is keeping this information kind of within the two groups right now, simply because I think
between us we have more than enough firepower to retrieve them.
Yeah, the reason why I was also saying it is because if people start dismissing and then resummoning their familiars, any of the creatures that aren't familiars could then potentially be put into danger.
So we choose violence?
No, we choose reconnaissance.
Sneaky first, then if nothing else, we bash their brains in.
So sneaky, I'll stay behind then. I don't do sneaky.
Just stay with us, just try and go very quietly. Or take off your armor, that too.
Don't you have boots?
You've got those boots.
Exactly, that helps muffle your noise.
A little.
It's more just Van Zan's impulsiveness. It seems to sometimes get us.
Hey, I never killed anybody of you yet.
Yet.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Banza,
Have I got you killed?
For a moment, your ears burn. Just for a little touch for a moment. After you said that. Banzans.
Which one, left or right?
Both. But you said they've not killed all y'all.
Yeah, I did kill them. They don't know it.
Here do you.
I know. Ooh, that was a funny feeling. Killed you yet. My ears are burning. So I'll just stay behind and watch. Come very stealthy with you. And when you say go, and only when you say go, I'll attack. Okay?
Are you going to stick with that only when we say attack?
Yes.
He's a
Only
good
when-
attack dog, isn't he? He's gonna
Only
stay
when you say
put.
go. Yes.
Debatable. He's very.
He needs more training.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Whoever his master was before, they did shit training.
I will convene with the guard and the house, the town leaders, and I will leave you all to proceed northward in this terrible darkness. Eclipse, by the way, probably Pios of Dios.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, one of the elders says this hasn't happened for over 2,000 years.
Okay, that would make sense. Why I wouldn't know, because it's not been within the last 800 odd years.
Walks off.
Damn, you're old.
That's a kind of awkward question. Well, awkward thing to work out whether or not I'm still the age that I am when I blacked out, or if I still aged throughout that time. So it's kind of an awkward one to kind of answer. Technically, I'm about 100 odds. If I'm going back eon, then like 900-ish.
I just point at myself, like,
Well, I can look at your blood
you're old.
and tell you how old you are. But I need to cut you open for that.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
No?
No, I think I've been cut open enough. Thank you.
You deny me.
I mean, to me, Van Zan's old as well, so it's fine.
Old? I'm not old.
No, he's still a child.
If you guys are gonna keep up,
Yep,
try.
I'm following.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Okay, who's leading
I'm
the
following with
party?
my lightsaber. I'm following with my lightsaber.
Who's going to what, sorry?
Who wants to lead the party?
Then
I'll run on ahead and I'll lead.
See if I cast light on a rock and put a semi-transparent cloth over it to dull it down a bit. Would that give more light or less light than Van Zan's sword?
Less light.
just cast light on the bugbear's head. He's big.
No, because we're going to be trying stealthy, and you're going to be trying to be ideally stealthy to an extent. So instead of having your big sword out,
it's off.
And I'll give him the rock with the sheet over it to give it a bit of a distance of light for him to see a wee bit.
That's a good idea. I'll cast light on another stone and I'll carry it with my mage hand.
Put something over it so that way it's not as bright. If we're trying to catch people off guard, that's going to be a big fucking beacon.
Not in campaign 1.
I'll wrap it in leaves.
What? Not in campaign 1? What?
Yeah, man's got a cantrip that you shouldn't have.
Okay.
Which one is it?
It's the hover one.
That was, remember ages ago I had homebrew stuff and I'd gave you all a list of stuff that you shouldn't use because it's just because I had a homebrew shit.
I'll pick another one then.
But yeah, I'm following no doubt Mantra, because of how fucking fast she is probably further than I am.
I mean, I'm just walking, I'm not running.
So, as you all begin to leave the town of Oshenbell and proceed north for the first time, you proceed into dense forests and you hear Russell says, "This way." You can see him in your dark visions and your light sources. He's leading all 7 of you forward.
I cast message on Tetsu. Do you think we can trust him?
There's no reply.
Hi.
Farron.
It's all good. I'll reply, which one?
The guy leading us into the dark forest.
You can see him actually looking up, watching his bird, who's actually flying that direction like Pidgeotto, showing where Team Rocket went.
You're not going to murder us in this forest, are you?
Only if I have to.
I'm following for now.
I'm restraining.
Can I make an insight check to see if any of them have any ill intent towards us?
Toward me, specific.
No, us as a group.
Sure. I just rolled the check. Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I'll use that one instead. 25. No, sorry, 30.
Yeah, they're telling the truth. They seem more concerned. I got a nat 20 on that one.
Yeah, I got a 15 on
I
that.
mean, by default, Mantra doesn't trust people, so I'm not even rolling.
Mantra doesn't trust Mantra.
I'll just say into Mantra's head, for now we trust them at least. They're more worried than anything else.
Good.
And I'll say that into your head as well. So that way we're all in the loop on that statement.
And Alf's head, I guess.
Spooky.
About an hour's run in this direction. As you started kicking through the forest and the shrubbery, you notice the ground is getting a lot harder for grass. As you touch trees you go by, your hands almost stick to the tree. You look at it, see it glistening in ice. And you realize the temperature is dropping rapidly.
I don't like this way. Let's keep going on.
I'm following. DM, could I make some sort of check to see if it is just due to natural weather or if it potentially is like an aura effect that is emanating from a creature that could potentially be causing the coldness?
Make an Arcana or a Nature check, depending on which one you're aiming for.
In what way do you mean?
If you think it's something to do with weather, Nature. If you think it's something to do with magical effects, then Arcana.
Okay, I'm going to try going for Arcana because my nature is null and void. My ring doesn't give me Arcana. No, it doesn't. Cool. So that's a shit roll. Fuck it. What's that? Magical balance. Treat that roll as a 10. I can do that 5 times. So it's a 15.
Okay. I realize we're not playing any music right now.
I'm just following.
It is possible, but you're not sure. You got nothing to base this on yet. You know there's some magic.
I just know some creatures can give or as if they stayed there for a long time kind of thing. That's why I'm wondering, could this potentially be that? I don't know if I like this. Yes.
Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm just waiting on the music I could play. I forgot about.
I can.
Maze of Illusion, this one's called. Beautiful. Commissioned, nearly. Van Zandt, roll me d20.
Yes. I shall do just that. Oh no, it's busted. No. D20. Right. Here it is. D20. That's this button. Roll. 2.
Roll a d8.
D8. Roll. 5. Tarask.
Thank you, Keldas.
Roll a d4
Oh, that's D4.
and add 2.
2.
4.
4
Okay.
then.
Just as you're running through the forest, your light spooks you a little bit to the side as you get a sharp sound of a skitter. Slightly. As you look to your right and you see 4 elk. Giant elk. Bigger than your mount.
Guys.
Yes.
And I point at the elk. Look.
Keep walking, it's fine.
The wild animals.
Maybe I can ask them about my elk.
If you do, you better catch up.
I will.
Maybe you should stop abandoning your elk in random places.
It's fine. I'm going to walk towards the elk. Hello.
One of them makes a head up and look at you.
Not if you understand me. Okay, you're as smart as me. That's okay. I can feel you. And I put my hand on his head. Good elk.
Two of the small elk run off. The other one as well. And this elk looks at you. And you see the steam, the hot air billow out of his nose as it stares you down.
Thank you. Well then.
He walks off
Doesn't need
and
you.
runs off.
Bye. Now, where is the rest of the group?
Go back to the path where we were.
Good idea. And I use my little stone.
Where's the path? Where's the path?
Found it. And I follow the path.
Cool. After
I hope in
making
that
your
direction.
way, you notice the ground is getting colder and you actually feel the grass no longer giving way under your weight.
Yeah, no,
Pointy
that's
grass.
that's not natural.
Firm grass.
And you cut through the low branches, you can feel the leaves frozen. Hard. Crumble in your fingers when you touch them.
Can I use my lightsaber?
No.
Okay. Can I use it now?
No.
Okay.
I will need everybody to make
So-
a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that.
Because you are in very cold conditions and none of you dressed for travelling in the cold.
Am I close to Vanzat now?
You can if you want to be.
Now you want to help
24
me.
then.
Now
Save.
she wants to help me. 26.
Okay, con save, yeah.
Yep.
And what's your bonus to your Vanzad? Plus 5, right?
Yes.
29.
Save.
20, 26.
Save. And Alpha 4 just saves as well.
17.
It is very brisk. You hear one of the members up ahead of you, Mika particularly says, "It's getting cold."
Yeah, I'm gonna say, just be careful, because have you ever really seen an area go this cold that the grass hasn't even given way?
It's just frozen. He's gonna make a nature check.
Because to me,
Is
this
it
seems
possible? Well, usually when the winter in Valara comes, there's no sunlight in here, so when things get naturally extremely cold on Nostro, could be experiencing the same thing because of the lunar eclipse that we're currently having.
weird. But to be that cold that it's getting to the point where the grass is not even giving way?
It's cold. It was already almost winter. I'm sure winter's in about a month's time, is it not?
Yeah, but still.
I don't remember how long it is to one. I can lose track of time. Okay, I'll keep going then. In whatever direction we're getting led.
Yes, keep leading the way. Please.
So, as you all progress and make your way, we're going to take a break. And we'll be back
Right then.
in a little bit of time. See you soon. We'll let
See you
Liv
soon.
talk to her girlfriend since she's so eager. See you soon.
Remember.
can then see your fingers.
Ah, yes.
I know.
And
You have to stretch your
welcome
arm. Stretch it.
back. So, as you guys are feeling the cold, you made your way to this cave entrance that your bird of Russell had recognized being taken to. With that, the three in front of you, well, four in front of you, sorry, there's another one. Both all crouch and lean near trees, for cover.
Cool.
Each leaving a bit of space with one of you to join.
I'd like to make a wee stealth check and join them.
Yep, go ahead and make stealth checks.
I'll stay in the back.
Alvor is going to cast Pass Without Trace on everyone.
Okay. Do I need to roll?
Yeah, technically yes.
Veil of Deceit. Choose up to 8 creatures in addition to yourself and gain the effects of Invisible for 1 minute. During this effect, creatures gain +10 to their stealth checks and advantage on stealth.
Oh, I get advantage?
Okay, wait. So
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
Pass Without a Trace and that?
Invisible, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so the way you explain that ability is as if it gets an additional 10 on top of the additional 10 we get from Pass Without a
No,
Trace.
it's called Veil of the Sea, which is technically Pass Without Trace, but it has a few extra little niche things about it.
Do we get advantage then because of being invisible with the stealth?
This that already gives you advantage this effect.
Okay.
You have advantage on stealth, sleight of
anyone
hand
want
checks,
some of
and
my stealth
attack rolls.
No, give it to Vanzant.
So I got a 48.
Okay, I got... So with advantage, I got a 2 and a nat 20. It kind of looked like a 1 because of the die it is. So...
Mantra? Sorry, what do you guys get?
30.
Farron, 32.
I got a natural 20. So 48.
Alvor, 35.
Hell, that's 2
And
fucking
Vanzant?
20s between the three of us. Come on.
I'm just gonna roll twice. Oh no, normal roll and
Oh, you get advantage due to this ability, so it would be an advantage.
I rolled a 19.
And is that with the additional 10?
No, that's 29.
29, okay.
I'm
Mantra, you're not the highest stealth. 49. From Russell.
Is it fuck got 49?
He has more expertise in you in his stealth than you do.
Show off.
I'm only plus 18 stealth, damn it.
I'm only +1.
32 for Mika. Talia. It's a 28. She's too hot. And the bugbear that you haven't met his name yet. So I'm just gonna call him Bugbear. No, bugbear, that's it. Yeah, it's the right thing. It's the right thing. Shut up, fuck off.
Yes.
12.
So 22.
Oh, sorry, 17 actually. He's got +5 in dexterity.
Okay, so 27 then.
7.
So you're not getting the +10 from Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah, you roll a 7.
Oh.
He got a natural 2.
It's worse than me.
He's grunting loudly in his breath.
Hey, big boy.
No one take Birdie. Where do we find them? Do we go now?
Farron.
Why? I'm gonna look at Mika and I'm probably gonna do something I don't want to do quite yet, but I don't want really anyone knowing that I can talk into their heads besides Marty, but fuck it. I'm gonna say into his head, it is me, Farron, but the guy behind you. Hold off going in. Have Mantra look through her familiar's eyes.
For a second, you were reminded of somebody I ended up having to kill. scared me.
And I'll say,
That's what I was going to suggest doing as well, to be honest.
and I'll say it to Mantra as well, so that way, obviously, she knows what I'm saying.
So, obviously, if I am in range, when I am looking in my familiar's eyes, I don't see my own senses. So I'm just going to hold up a hand and close my eyes, and I'm going to try and speak through my look through my familiar, and also tell my webcam to stop trying to look at my waist.
As I suddenly hear a cock of a weapon from Mika.
What, my familiar hears that?
No, everybody hears that. He's just loaded his musket.
So did I get to see through my familiar
You
senses?
can see through you from... so you're concentrating through. Got to roll here. No connection.
Okay, so
I don't see anything.
Can I make a connection with Doomy?
he's
Use
not
Doomy's
familiar.
Just an emotional bond we have.
Go ahead and make an emotional check.
Wait.
So minus 20 for Vanzant?
Okay then. 15 on athletics.
I'm out.
You noped the DM.
Bye.
Congratulations. I think that is worth an inspiration point if you don't already have one.
Have one.
Oh, fuck off. One of these days, use it.
Probably.
I'm going to blame him for the fact that I've never earned one this campaign.
Yeah,
The
I'm
fact that he
blaming
doesn't
him.
use them.
Yep, I'm blaming him.
It's mine. Mine forever. Forever and
Come
ever.
on, Mr. DM. He's took his headphones off, so he can't hear us.
He can't hear us, so we can plot.
Okay, so we convinced this group, one, not to divulge all of our combat tactics, and we do the same for them, yes.
No, we killed them.
This is a nice book.
Yeah,
I actually
nice.
still want to find out if they are pro-princess or not.
The way you summon a DM is by ordering pizza to his front door. But I'm not paying for that.
Can we do that?
Like, technically, that's true. We could.
Dispatch you.
Nope, he just comes back with a different food.
So I had to get some coping food after seeing that roll. He athletics checked it.
Yes.
His
I told
emotional is his muscles.
I
And
told you
apparently
that-
Fortran got you back.
Yep.
What?
Chat.
Twitch
Let's
chat.
chat.
Yeah, what about Fortran?
Well, if you look at it,
It's
and
a
read the
summon a DM.
conversation, you'll understand.
Wait for his line. Okay, how do you summon a DM? Split the party. I'll contact Fortran. Alright, okay. It worked.
And my initial comment was when they said, "How do you summon a DM?" I was like, "One way you can do it is by ordering pizza to his front door," and I'm like, "But I'm not paying for that."
Well, I want the Critical Role treatment where we get pizza delivered to my door.
That was early
That
campaign.
was so wholesome seeing that though. They just lost their mind. And that's when they knew they had fans. That's when.
Okay.
I also met when I knew they were doxxed.
It wasn't. I think they actively gave out the studio's address.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find. Geek and Sundry Studio address.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Mandra, yes, you can't find a connection to Silvio. not sure why.
I don't think we're close enough yet. Oh, it's not here.
Can I?
As you say that, make a perception check, everybody, with scent.
With what?
Scent, smell.
Perception.
Smell.
Does that make any difference on how we roll?
Depends. Some people have advantage, and in this case, Farron, you have advantage.
28.
Farron? What are you telling us? Not. I have 8.
You don't smell anything. You definitely smell it.
27.
I'm gonna roll because to be honest, being very slow. It's a 23. Okay. You free, being you not Van Zandt. Smell the scent of blood and viscera. And all of a sudden, someone comes out with a bucket and just dumps some guts onto the ground outside. Can't believe some of those were actually familiars. Oh well, back once they came. He just walks back in, wearing dark robes. Looks like an elf.
Do we recognize any insignias or anything like that on the robes?
Nothing, especially from this range, you weren't able to see that.
Do we know the intestines?
I want to tail and follow him without being seen.
Everyone looks at you close. Everybody begins to panic, but Russell goes. Sorry, bring your hand in, just puts his hand here, and everybody stops and looks and goes. You see suddenly the Balrog pedals are past, going towards the opposite side near the entrance. Myth.
The bugbear.
Yeah.
Bugbear.
Yes, whatever. Fuck off. I'm having a moment with bugbears and bellyrugs.
Had you just used another
Talia
name for that character?
sits against a tree and just basically just watches the entrance. Mika is slips away quietly from your side.
Probably doing the same as Mantra.
Nope. You see Russell quietly. Well, actually, no, you don't see anybody. Actually, everyone's invisible. So he says, "I'll head in. Cat, you here? Actually, what about?
Yes.
Oh, Cat, papers, and I'll meet you inside." Everybody, and you hear a voice come in both your heads saying, "Take up positions for ambush in case we have to escape." Bigger spells, possibly nothing too destructive.
Oh.
Fireball?
Mantra, you can see it subtly. He's doing it deliberately to give you an indication that he's moving forward along with you.
Okay.
Cool.
As you come across, you start coming across the entrails. I'll let you make a dexterity check. Mantra.
Dex check.
Yep, this is to try and navigate through this viscera pile without.
So it's not going
stepping
to
on
be athletics or
Nope, it's just basically
acrobatics.
trying. You're not falling, you're not jumping.
I thought it would be acrobatics, but raw dex.
This is basically tiptoeing around things to not step on them.
So raw dex. Okay. $24.
That's fine. You don't step on anything. Neither you don't see any movement on Russell's side as well. And you
Okay.
both.
I just have a quick question before they get 30 foot away from me. I would have tried to do this. How many people is in their group?
4. Just like you.
6.
So 8.
Cool. before they get too far away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast, and I believe I can just do this. What level is it? I'm going to use a 5th level to do Rayleigh's telepathic bond. And it is up to 8 willing creatures, basically psychically connected and can communicate, as long as they don't have intelligence of 2 or lower.
Question for you: does it allow surface thoughts, or is it just active communication?
As communication is
So,
essentially telepathy. It's not detect thoughts. It's just talking.
Cool,
Talking
so-
in your mind.
you don't think about the bugbear's not thinking about this night in the night you had with you the other night.
What?
What? Anyway,
Hmm?
so
What you do?
oh, that's weird. Hello, 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 hello. That's weird. Yeah, you tell me. Right. There's monsters nearby. You hear
I'll
a
just
voice off over the backs, say from the bugbear, going, "Guys, I hear voices." That's us. It's us. It's us. It's us.
And I'll just say you're welcome. It means that way we can communicate easier.
Am I very loud in your head?
Keep quiet.
No, this is in your head. This is you speaking loud in your head.
Quite.
Cool, I can shout at you all from without speaking. I must learn this power.
No.
The paladin's a dick.
I'm keeping my thoughts to myself.
Over the next 20-30 seconds, you hear nothing but the bugbear thinking aloud. And
Well then.
so, let's change the atmosphere. Alexa, office to red.
At 59.
Oh no, not quite. We can get through this without an encounter. But I do need my music.
And I've sent you the effects that spell does, and it lasts for an hour. Yes.
Good spell.
It's a fucking hefty spell slot to do it.
Probably
So
a
I should
lot
fucking
of
hope so.
concentration as well.
No concentration at all.
That's a cheating spell.
It's just an action within 30-foot radius. Verbal, somatic, and material, but sorcerer, I've got my spell focus, so I don't need the material.
You know what we need to do? We need to get your wife on Discord, not Discord, on Twitch. We also need to get your wife on Twitch as well, because I've never seen Liv so animated in chat.
Oh, is your girlfriend on Twitch? Yeah?
But you're so, aren't you? What can I say?
Here I come.
You're welcome, Christopher.
I am going to message Liv one lovely little message, which is duly deserved.
Why?
Just improving. So, as you both enter this dark cave, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw, you and Russell. Russell slips.
Oh.
Andrew? With your free hand,
I'm
roll
asked not
dex
to make
save.
the dex save.
Yeah, you both of you. Is it?
Saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, same throw this time.
Yes! Natural 20 again! So that's a 31.
You just walk on and nothing happens. All of a sudden you hear a ah. It's icy in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Walk on a wall then.
Yeah, walk on the wall.
No comment coming from his head.
I thought Mantra going, is it? Was enough of an insult to him.
And I'm just thinking, okay, this is great. We've got an 8-way comm, and we're hearing the two people conversation. Great.
Push the red button to speak to Mantra. The blue button to speak to Farron. The yellow button to speak to Lady Ardos. The yellow button to speak to Bahamut.
That's my button.
Oh, sorry, that was Van Zandt, not
Black.
Bahamut. No, that is the one that says do not push. So, as you make your way down, you do see entrails and the stench gets worse. You also smell the usual sense of animals that you've met in the past, including, with that perception you had earlier, Avantra, you do smell a familiar Toto-like scent. But several others permeating with it.
We're getting close. Is it still clear out of front of the cave?
Do you want one of us to make a perception check?
Yep, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, it's still dark. And you're peering off into
Okay.
distance.
I can take off my lightsaber.
How far is the entrance of the cave?
To you, it's not that far, but you don't see anything entrance, but I'm presuming you're looking at the more wider area, or you're just focusing on the entrance?
Well, I'm looking at 120 foot like cone direction towards the entrance.
Okay.
And swiveling around slightly. So still at disadvantage?
It will be. So it'll still be Grace.
Okay, so I hate you for disadvantage because that is a nat 1
was a 20.
and one was a nat 20. So the nat 1 becomes a 10. So
Nothing.
20.
You see nothing.
And what did you get them? Or did you
Do I have roll perception with disadvantage? Roll.
I'm just giving you the chance.
Roll 13.
20 from Alvor.
So
Oh,
seven.
Claire! You find Toto yet?
No.
I'm going to try and look through my familiar again, I think. I'm just
You-
saying that to the other people.
Peek in. Nothing, no connection. You hear panting, growling, lots of animal noises, subtle. Honk.
They fucking better not have.
Do you say that aloud?
I'm saying it through the psychic link.
Oh god, I'm thinking on the second link.
Have you
I
killed
hope
all the
they-
small ones? Because some of them were familiars. Yep, all the small ones are done. That's the last bucket. I'll throw it outside. Good. These ones will be good. We keep them under control. We can use them to attack the settlement. Should be able to free the druid. But we have no course.
They're coming up with another bucket.
Walks right past you both. There's enough room for you guys to pin yourself against the wall and go. And just heads up. About 10-20 seconds later, he comes up and goes. A little of a bunny skull drops on the ground. All of a sudden, you see the bugbear run up and just go. The head rolls. And he grabs the body and pulls it with him in the bucket.
Cool. I'll quickly grab the head. Since you said the head's rolling.
And my pinky is twitching.
No Van Van. No.
Scratch one.
You can't see him.
Kidnapper.
I know. Just logically, when there's any sort of combat, Vadzad usually is itching to get into it. That's the logic behind it.
So, over a psychic link, will I be coming back?
Keep going.
Leave some for me.
Scratch one, druid.
Good to know.
Good
And then I'll
job, man.
continue walking.
As the cave opens up, you see a variety of cages. This cave is probably 100 feet down. It's very dark, greyish stone, and it opens up into this large chasm area. And you see cages upon cages stacked with animals inside them. You spot over to the left, you do spot Toto. But with your existing perception check, you do not see Silvio anywhere. You see pelts, bones, and one of the druids walks over to one of the bears and goes, this one's pregnant. We'll extract the little ones and use them as feed. And he walks away.
Vanzant was there and going on murder street.
You didn't hear that, as I remember. This is a
I
description.
know. But
I know.
if I was there, bye-bye invisibility and slashy.
So I'm going to ask the other one beside me. Do you see anyone other than that one druid?
You see another one who's currently throws a leg to the side. Looks to be a horse.
Let's not let them kill anymore, but we should complete recon first. Don't want to start fighting when there's a...
Okay, give me
I feel outnumbered.
give me investigation with advantage, Mandra.
Thank fuck for the advantage.
Russell's assisting you.
I'm bad at maths.
1 plus 1
33, I think it is.
Cool. So you and Russell will begin counting the number of cages you find, and you do spot no less than 134 cages, to which 31 of them are occupied. They include a direwolf, 3 bears, 2 horses, and a lion. And something else you've never seen before.
Okay.
With your early perception, you also spot a tiny critter hiding under crates. You just barely see it.
think I'm going to go over to the direwolf if I can and tamper with the locks, like pick the lock from a distance with my mage hands.
Cool. As you walk over,
Is it Toto?
it is a spitting image of Toto. He's growling and
So I'll
just
pick the
staring.
lock.
He smells something in front of him. And his growl intensifies. Give me an Arcana
Is that
check.
you, Toto? Well, that's not great. So I'm going to just say that's a 10 because of my feet, so 16.
So nothing you notice him magically, but you do spot with your original investigation that his pupils are dilated. It's possible he is charmed.
Leave them in the cages for now. Use all hear this outside. Leave them in the cages for now. I think they're charmed. I have a theory if we break them out, they might attack us.
With that investigation check, as you're looking over him, you do spot a collar around his neck as well.
Can my mage hand unclip it?
You push him with your mage hand. You move up, focusing on it, watching it as it works. Give me a sleight of hand check.
10 plus 13, so 23.
As you begin trying to quietly, without noticing, use the mage hand to basically understand the device itself, it seems to be locked onto Toto completely. There is a full lock, there's no padlock, but it's a keyhole. It's possibly about this big, and it has a slight hum towards it.
A hum.
A hum. There's larger ones you spot around the bears, and you can't tell from the line. There's a male line. Horses as
Well,
well.
it's only really one druid that we see, yeah?
You see one druid just now. There was a mention of 3 earlier from your keen mind.
But we have taken out one, and you saw one chopping one up, creatures up, and one was talking to about a bear.
Do you think we can assassinate them one by one?
I'll pipe in here and say, if you want, I can come in and I can try to hold person them, making yous a lot more deadlier.
I have another idea. Banzans, do you want to be our distraction?
Wonderful. As you say that, you hear several footsteps coming forward.
Big boy, that's me you're calling. Not you.
I don't think it's the bugbear. I think there's more druids or more
Creatures.
entities coming.
And as you look up on a higher ledge, you spot a drow. White hair and robes. That laugh you actually recognize. Well, these are all individual indeed wonderful specimens you've captured. However, I'm looking for something more exotic for the Colosseum. I heard that my people were in the area today, or yesterday, and they met an unfortunate end with the Wayward son of mine, Farron. Son? Isn't he a high elf? We'll call it a master pet sort of arrangement. You think your critters here could subdue him and bring him to Austral City? Well, maybe. But if he's a powerful sorcerer like you said he is, and he's able to kill 12 of your people, and with his friends at his back, then maybe not. But these will be great at ambushing the hunters on their hunt tomorrow. Their disgusting hunts will no longer stain our countryside or fine land. As soon as we have gathered enough, we will launch an attack on Oceanville's town itself, and then finally make our way towards the World Tree itself and burn it.
Interesting.
Well, I have an appointment to make. The Alejandra estate is currently beckoning my attention to resolve a matter that happened a couple of months ago with the Lord there. He is one of my lieutenants, after all, who currently befell a mysterious magic that banished him. Shame. I bid you welcome. And as you see him step forward a little bit, Mantra, you do see Erebros Darkweave suddenly teleports away.
So it is that one.
It is that one.
Okay. Mantra's probably not holding back her thoughts that much just now, so through the psychic message, you're just hearing her going, fuck.
Another druid steps up and goes, "You didn't tell him about the big one?" "No, that is my pet. I'm not going to give up such a prize. It's one of a kind." Where's my sheet?
Dino T-Rex.
I have a sheet somewhere, I'm trying to find it. Go on, talk. There it is.
I'm gonna say to Mantra, is everything okay?
That's Boss Dunkweave. I'm not sure who he's talking about as being the high elf sorcerer that's defeated 12 of them. Not sure if I've been into you, but I have a thing against him. I am aware that the other party can hear me, so I guess my political agenda in that sense is not exactly subtle.
When can we start killing?
Can I just double check? Did you say he is in the cave or was in the cave?
He teleported out.
No, I was meaning that as a player.
Yeah.
So did you say that he teleported out or?
Yeah, he just
Was.
teleported out.
Okay.
Reverse Darkweave. That's a character, I would say.
Oh, is that the other group saying
Other
that?
groups is listening and talking as well. They're having their own conversations and they're quite confused and perplexed as well.
I've had a couple of run-ins with them before.
Who hasn't?
Not the most
The fucker owes me money, so I'm gonna don't mind if
pleasant
you.
bunch. They owe you money?
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
I bought him some of that. Some interesting items. This is me here, by the way. I bought some items he decided to partake from my poem that I sold. He couldn't meet my price on the initial transaction. but offered to pay me triple, and has only paid half that so far. Either he returns items, or I will take full payment plus interest. Feeling that.
Oh, normally he's the sort that would just take.
When you hear Russell speak at this moment, he is the most powerful man on this moon. He's not exactly at risk of being killed by anybody. He's the reason half the cities get fed. It's the reason no one has taken him, and why no one has taken his city from him. It's the reason that every single bandit in the world will not cross him, because he controls far too much. What did he want? I would just kill him, okay? Let's get it done with.
I'd be up for killing him.
Oh, not him, I talk about the druids. I'm just sitting here playing with my magic. And you see her non-invisible is literally playing with Produce Flame in their hand.
Who's playing with Fidget Fit?
Talia.
And I'm thinking, Talia, you can
Well,
climb with that flame.
I can only see like 2 of them. There should be another one down here. But
Well, no, remember, one came up to us and there's 2 down there, so there's 3.
They both head backwards and deeper into the cave.
following them.
Okay. As you can't move closer in, Russell.
If you're going further into the cave, you can start coming down, I guess.
With a lot of noise or quiet?
Quiet.
Yeah, big boy, quiet.
Shut your mouth. Half
No.
man.
No, man.
Don't argue at this point in time. We're joint and on a mission to work out what the fuck's going on here. And I'll start walking down quietly.
So as you all begin following down.
And as I follow, I will cast message on Farron. Are you a high elf?
Yes.
I'll cast it again. I think he's looking for you in particular.
Well, remember the Ruby Cartel people were trying to
Nope.
take me. No, Ruby Cartel, that.
Was trying to take your hat. They won't try to take you.
Oh, no, as Darkweave Cartel were trying to.
Yep. All these
Captain.
cartels.
Yep.
Yep.
All these
I just leave it at
criminals.
that. Because I'm still stalking this druid. But I just say that instead of saying it over the group chat. I'm DMing it.
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm just gonna.
So do we say anything?
So, as you two progress further deeper in, you come around a corner. This is a wide enough path. As you notice, the entire cave itself is big enough for a gargantuan creature to come in, and it's quite grateful because you come across the largest cage that you found. Inside it is a gargantuan beast. It is a horse-like creature, but it has.
Big elk.
It's weird. It has some sort of like fire, cold, and lightning aura around it, intertwining. You can sense the heat, the coldness, and the static feel off of it.
The Avatar elk.
I thought you actually thought of something smart there.
I did.
It's definitely a horse-like shape. It's quite larger, as Gadrid, for fuck's sake. But it also has this large single horn off of its head, which is not pointage. It's more serrated, but it comes to a point.
Mountain
Probably
goat.
some form of unicorn.
And it has 6 legs.
Or not quite.
Oh, it's the horse from Odin.
No.
6 legs.
Mantra, if you want, you can make a nature check.
Spicy horse with a...
Well, that's
Yeah.
a 19 plus 6, so 25.
This is a quite rare creature. It seems to be mostly common, very extremely rare outside of the Galanasari valleys. But this appears to be a Baerlon. But they are usually either fire, cold, or lightning. Not all three. You've heard a rumor of an Omni Baerlon. It's hard to pronounce this word. I'm going to say that again. Baerlion. It's a 6-legged unicorn with fire, cold, and lightning elemental.
Yeah.
It is a very dangerous beast.
Can I tame it?
Does its pupils look dilated?
The device is on its neck.
Okay. Now, the rest of the party don't know what Mantra's on about, but through the group chat, I'm like, we need to take that off of its neck. Is that an Omnibavilion? I've only heard about these. Don't draw attention if yous are coming down, because
Its head
if you
snaps
let
towards
this
you, Mantra.
loose, I'm
And its
pretty
eyes glow
sure it'll
yellow.
kill us.
Arcana check for me.
It has true sight.
16.
You're not quite sure why. But it's actually some kind of magical effect, and it suddenly spotted you.
I think it sees me.
Wave at
Its
it.
head lowers, and its horn looks towards you. Still inside its cage, but it does. And one of the
Aggressive
druids
looking,
turns
yes.
to look at it and go, "Ah, my pet, is something in here with us? Are we not alone? I'm sure it's one of my... Where is he, anyway?"
Now.
I'll just yell out, ding, 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 dinner bell's out here.
What in Corlin's madness is that noise?
I'm staying still.
He goes, "Check that noise out." Throws a magic spell at him, and he goes, "Just in case something happens to you, I'll find out. And if so, I will release our friend here." He looks back at him nervously and says, "That's dangerous." He says, "I don't care. My pet, my rules."
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this druid next to me.
And he walks over to the cage and he begins going for a walk and goes, "What do you see, my pet? Have we had intruders?" Cast another spell.
Can I attack by now?
And he says, "A tabaxi approaches me. Oh well, if I die, you can kill them all. You're more than capable of killing every hero in that." Make an attack roll
Critical miss.
with advantage, and you do have sneak attack.
Double critical miss.
See if she does now because you've said that.
27.
That hits. Roll your damage. So all of a sudden, Mantra comes out of stealth, and there's a blade driven right into his back, into his heart.
So I'm going to use a defensive flourish and sneak attack.
Cool.
But please bear with me because I am doing one hand to get organise my dice.
Take your time.
One-handed roll.
Fucking hell. So you know I'm allowed to re-roll any of my dice. I am not going to.
Oh. Looking like nice rolls, that I'm guessing.
Well, I don't re-roll a 3, and that's my lowest.
His
Okay.
head. I was going to say pop.
Isn't your dagger that gets the sneak attack thing?
Short sword.
Yeah, isn't that fully charged if I remember correctly?
No, I used it last turn, I think. Oh wait, no, it might have recharged quickly.
Because you had a
Yeah,
lot of crits because of the whole person.
Oh fuck.
Ah,
Okay.
Don't
Well, I'm going to give you this initial damage, and then I'm going to give you the extras that I'll have to roll because
use it for the
yeah. So 42.
Interesting.
I didn't crit, so it's not going to be as epic.
No.
But you had your coat. Gulk.
I know. If I knew it was charged, I was going to auto crit it, but no.
Too bad you're not an assassin roll because you would have double damaged it as well.
no,
So
it just makes it critical.
Pretty sure Assassin House has a feature that doubles damage as well.
No.
holy shit. Okay. So my 3d10 that I'm rolling on top of a 42. So that's plus 10, plus 8, plus 5. So 65 total damage.
Cool. He goes quiet and he goes limp in your blade.
Scratched him.
So I just kind of slit the throat.
You pull off his head. Hello.
Okay, I stand corrected, David. The ability you're talking about is Death Strike, but it's 17th level.
Yeah. Too bad. Rancher's not a 17th level murder rogue. With that, Mantra. Legendary action against you.
Okay, good thing I got
I
my
would
10
like
HP and
you-
my AC.
Constitution saving throw, please.
And I'm not there.
Nope.
Roll
That's
good.
okay. 21.
Save.
That's a fail.
Oh. That's bad.
That's a lot of sixes.
Major storm.
If only I was there to silvery barbs. Or some shit.
I know, right? It's a good thing I got 23 temporary hit points, I guess.
I think you might need it.
So that's 46 points of cold damage as the horn suddenly blares a aura-like spell, and all of a sudden an ice lance shoots towards you and explodes near you into a frozen
Okay.
mist. That basically, I've completely misadvised that. The horn itself begins emulating a bluish, whitish aura around it, like a ball. And all of a sudden he just flicks his head around, and all of a sudden you feel this like a blizzard blow between you
Yeah.
and everybody else. Russell is also hit by this attack, and you both take 20 plus 16, so that is 36 points of cold damage. Sorry, let's get my math right.
You'd already said the number, so I took it off. So
You are stunned.
Don't you get your rogue evasion thing to half the damage?
that's
It's a
only
con.
for Dex.
I thought he did say Dex. Never mind.
No, it's gone.
No,
It
it's con.
was a cold attack.
And I'll say out loud towards the
You don't, you're stunned.
Pavilion.
And so is Russell. You are both frozen.
You can use your mind.
Not to the Pavilion.
No.
We are stunned. We got hit. Proceed with caution. I killed a druid.
We're going to call it there for tonight. As you all, I presume,
Really?
begin sprinting into this room.
Me not. I was not getting the attack order, so I'm staying.
I started going in. I thought you would have came with me.
No, you didn't say anything. You said
You
said
don't
I
know
was-
he's
I had
not behind
called for
you.
you ages back.
I did say I was going in.
yeah, you did say ding 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 and bell, but no attack charge.
Well, his thing.
My
Vaz doesn't know anybody's went in. He's outside thinking everybody else is with him. You all think he's with you. He's not. Oh well.
Anzan's by himself. He's going to get caught alone
It's
in
fine.
an ambush.
We'll all just bypass the druid. Let the druid go up to him so he can have fun.
We attack now. Where is everybody? Help?
Of course.
At that point, we then realised the one that's went upstairs, the 20th level druid.
Hello? Anybody? Please?
Well, join us in Turkey on Saturday for IGP as our final 4 races coming to ahead, with both Constructors Driver Championships completely head on head. This is on the back of our first ever win at our home Grand Prix in the 10 odd years I've played IGP. So we finally won it in a league race. We finally brought home Silverstone, which is amazing. And with that, we took the lead of both championships, but only narrowly.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Yeah, bring it home. So
Really good.
until then, we'll let the other one recover. We'll get this one a bit more time under the back on the cone of shame, and these two need their sleep because he doesn't sleep when he's supposed to, and this one is a parent. So, good night.
Good night, all.
Nighty night.
Good night, Mantra's girlfriend.